In today's tutorial, we'll be cutting and stitching this beautiful baby jumpsuit. This is very easy to make and is beginners friendly. If this is something you're interested in learning, then let's get started. To make this jumpsuit, I used almost 1 yard of fabric. Okay, so to make the upper part, fold fabric and fold again. On the front part, leave 2 inches for the button placket. For shoulder, I used 4.5. For armhole, I used 4 inches. On the chest line, I marked 7 inches because it needs to be free. It's a free wear. So I'll connect to the armhole line. Then on the waistline, I used 6.5 inches. Connect the side. Curve out the armhole just as shown. For the neck width, I used 2.2 inches. Neck depth for the back, I marked 1 inch. Curve out the neckline. For the front neck depth, I used 2.5. Now slant the shoulder a bit by 0.5. Go ahead and cut out, making sure to cut the back neckline first. Now take away the back and trim off the front neckline. Now we are done with the top part. For the trouser part, I have my fabric here folded into 2. For the trouser length, I used 15 inches. The width of this unfold is 18 inches. That means if it's open, it will be 36 inches. Fold fabric and fold again, making 2 folds. Measure 1.5 and rule a straight line. This is going to be for the crotch extension. So this is going to be the front part. On the trouser waist, I mark 7 inches. For the crotch depth, I mark 8 inches. For the crotch extension, I used 1.5 inches, which I said earlier. Now curve the crotch area as shown. On the trouser hem, mark 6.5 inches. Connect the hem to the crotch line. Now go ahead and cut. Now we are done with the cutting part. Let's head to the sewing machine for the stitching. For the front bodies, put them together. Measure 2.5 from the neck and mark. Connect straight to the side. Then cut it out. These tiny pieces are for the pocket flaps design. It is measured at 3.5 inches width and 2.5 inches length. I have 2 pieces for one part and 2 pieces for the other part. Put 2 together, that is lining and upper part. Note the middle. Open it up. Now I added a bit of stay to stabilize it. Go up by 1 inch from the both sides. Now connect the 1 inch to that midpoint of the flap, just as I am doing. Now go ahead and stitch this way, like this, like this. Trim off the excess fabric so it doesn't look bulky when you turn to the right side. Now turn onto the right side. Go ahead and top stitch on the flaps. Now to position the flaps, get the front bodies. Measure 3 inches from the center front and mark. You can mark 4 inches if you want because I don't really like where mine was positioned. Place the flap from that 3 inches mark and go ahead and join the cutout back. Use a tiny inch to join this so it doesn't reduce the front block very much. So repeat the same thing for the other part of the front bodice, and there you have it. To create the bottom placket, fold in 1 inch and fold 1 inch again, then go ahead and stitch. Repeat same with the other part of the front bodice. Overlap the 2 front bodies and stitch it down. Place the back piece on the front pieces and join the shoulders. Measure around the armhole, note the length to cut out the sleeve. For the sleeve, fold fabric 2 times. The width of this unfold is 5 inches, length 4.5. So for the cap's height, I use 3 inches and I'll go ahead and curve out the sleeve like this. Okay, so just follow my hand shape in case you don't know how to. Mark 4.5 on the bottom part and connect, then go ahead and cut the sleeve out. Fold in the edge of the sleeve and stitch. Now go ahead and fix the sleeve to the armhole. Match the midpoint of the sleeve to the shoulder joining. Make sure it's centralized. Then go ahead and join the both sleeves. Match the sides starting from the sleeve. Now go ahead and join from the sleeve all the way to the end of the top. Turn it to the right side. Join the crotch like so. I'm using this 1/2 inch elastic for the border, so I'm going to measure the whole length of the trouser border and cut out the elastic with that length. So then I'll divide the elastic into 2. I'll use half feet on one side of the trouser and the other half for the other side of the trouser. Now I'll fold the trouser border to create the elastic channel. Go ahead and pin the elastic and pass into the elastic channel. After passing the elastic into the 2 trouser legs, you go ahead and match the crotch line. Now arrange the trouser border. You're going to stitch from the end of the trouser into the crotch to the end of the other leg of the trouser. Turn it to the right side. Pleat the trouser waist a little bit so it will match with the top part. Now match the top waistline to the trouser waistline. Go ahead and pin the top waist to the trouser waist. Then you stitch them together. If you have watched to this point and you're yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly do so. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like icon Turn on notifications so you get to be the first to be notified when I upload daily kiddies sewing tutorial. Thank you. Next thing is to take the neckline measurement. Now measure from this point, from where the button placket or overlap is going to stop. So put the neckline together like so, and then take the measurement around to the end. The measurement I got for the neck is 6 inches on fold. I will note that down for the collar. For the collar, I'm using this piece of fabric, fold into 2 and place this way. I'm going to pin this down to keep it in place. Here I will mark 7 inches and here I will mark 6.5 inches. For the collar height, here I'll mark 2.5 and at the folded side I will mark 3 inches. I'll connect with a ruler and connect the 3 inches to the 2.5 inches mark like so. Now I will cut it out. Now stitch the 2 sides of the collar. I'm going to pin the collar around the neckline starting from where we took the measurement from. So I'll match the collar to the neckline and pin all the way. After pinning the collar to the neckline, you get a strip of bias fabric cut in bias form. Fold it into the center like this. It's going to be used to cover the rough edges on the neckline, and then start stitching from one end to the other end. Now fold in this way and go ahead and top stitch. This is for the belt. It is measured at 4.5 inches width, while the edge is 5 inches and the length is about 40 inches, 41 inches. So okay, so I'll just fold into 2 and stitch close the edge and stitch all the way.